Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could be full of exciting plays as we have two teams who can get up and down the field. The Vikings are #1 in total yards and are going up against a Colts defense that will need to be at the top of its game. With that, we send you up to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis as we hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you very much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Twin Cities and the expansive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. Cuts it out to the sideline. They got 29 yards there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
Now a handoff looking right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Colts are going to have a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Second down following the run. On second down, here's Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Third and long. It's Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is brought in at the 21. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? On second down, here's Goff. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Third and 2, Goff. He's got time. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they've got it here with a first down. play fake here on first down. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
To throw on second down is Locke. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Vikings are going to have it now, first and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Their big tight end, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. Tackle made there by Sharif Floyd.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. 8 yards there on a 1st down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Wide open receiver complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a cut to the sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Luck on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Pat McAfee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Vikings offense may want to forget how they played in the red zone in the first half. The Colts defense stepped up to stall out drives inside the 20, and that's the reason we've got such a close game. All right, let's roll those highlights. Vikings have it on 2nd and 5. Here the defense will come up with the pick. It's Davis who's in the right spot to pick off the pass. Vikings take it at the 16. The pass ends up being picked off. Davis is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Now following the pick, Luck's under pressure and will throw the pick. Howard's the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. Offense on the field now after the INT. He'll jet out to the right on the run, and he'll run it in from 5 yards out. The Vikings is up now by 7. Colts have it at the 9. Quick pass and catch by Hilton. And he caps the drive with the score. We're brand new at 7. Now to late in the first half. Run play coming up here.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a pickup of 19, and it'll give the Colts a first down. So the offense has it first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half. Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Third and long, it's Locke. He's got time in the pocket. And he's got Moncrief. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Play action. It's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
It's caught. Shepard. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
On 1st and 10, Goff. His throw incomplete. Stills the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete. He was looking to go back to Stills, and it brings up 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Encroachment, defense.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Man, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. This is taken at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Finding time. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first down throw. Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Anthony Barr. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw, Goff to Shepard, complete over the middle. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Goff now to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Goff. It's caught. Stills right side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. One receiver left is Hilton. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. He's back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. Back to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief with time running out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Now it's gone. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Goff now to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we'd get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Trying
man.
to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better. Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there in overtime, 45 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Throwing his lock. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this.
Really